Well, good morning there. I'm just sitting here trying to adjust this here video thing so that I had, well, I'm pretty, so I just try and get the best view of me that I could. But sometimes I wish I was a rich man. Then I could have all this fancy stuff, these expensive cameras and a good microphone and professional lighting to just show off my best points. But that's not really necessary. Nobody wants to look at me. And nobody wants to listen to me really. So I don't know what it matters. But I got a thing. I'm supposed to look out and love my neighbor and love other people, all the children of God, according to my religion. I'm supposed to be a peacemaker. Well, you know what? That's what I try to do. That's why I decided to do this, make a few of these videos. Maybe get some people to think, read, study, learn, figure out what it was that everything's about. But, well, today what really got me going was I was thinking, you know what? Even a cheap box of crayons has got 32 colors in it. Well, I remember when I was young, I ain't had a box of crayons for years, but I remember it was really a big deal for somebody to get a box of 64 colors. Well, I kind of, if you didn't know, grew up in kind of a poor neighborhood. Of course, it wasn't really a neighborhood because the nearest neighbor with kids was about half a mile or better away. So, but anyhow, I was thinking about that box of crayons with all them colors in it. Now, how comes we got blue and red for a choice in this country? I mean, there's a bunch of jerks up there running all this blue and red stuff. We got two choices. Now we got this Biden up there that's president. Well, he thinks he's Napoleon or something. He's got some kind of problem. Then we got that Trump fella. He's not much better, but he acts like he likes America a little bit, the United States of America, a little bit better than that other fella. Then you got the DeSantis guy out of Florida. I don't know what he does pretty good for Florida, but I don't know whether I'd want him out messing around and other stuff. And there's a whole problem here, because we ain't got a king. We got a sheriff. We got what they call an executive. He is supposed to execute the laws and stuff that bunch back there known as Congress passes and sends to it. Now, he's got a choice called a veto, whether he's going to make that what they send to him a law, or he's going to reject it and it's going to go on the trash heap. That's all. And somewhere back there in that, it was about, I think Washington got to be president. I don't remember this history real well, but let's see, 1789 Constitution. So put 8 years on there, and there's something like 1797. 1798, let's say. You guys go look it up. Adams got put in as president. Well, now, Adams, apparently the guys that were backing Adams didn't understand what the word liberty meant. Just like today, there ain't a whole lot of people know what liberty means. So we've got big problems. Because our U.S. Constitution is supposed to, if you read that preamble, secure the blessings of liberty for us and our posterity. Well, buddy, we ain't got no liberty. We got that bunch of cheap crooks back there in Washington, D.C. just telling us when we can. Well, it's like being in the military. They tell you when to eat. They tell you when to go do. They tell you all this other stuff. No, that ain't it, buddy. If I gotta go, I'm gonna go. If I don't gotta go, I ain't gonna go. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. If I ain't hungry, I ain't gonna eat. And I ain't gonna eat all that, what do they call it? Genetically modified crap or petri dish meat that you guys are sending us. See, that just ain't liberty. No, so, let's see. There was a feller back there, would have been in 1830. His name was Davy Crockett. And there was this feller got elected president named Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson got Davy Crockett to run for Congress. Because he was a good old Southern boy. Well, Davy Crockett was a good man. Apparently, he believed in what he believed in. And Davy Crockett thought the Indians were getting a raw deal. So in 1830, that Andrew, well, the point of interest about Andrew Jackson, you know that battle in New Orleans that made old Jackson so famous? He'd have got his butt whipped good if it hadn't been for a couple of brothers named Lafitte that were shady characters. John Lafitte is known as a pirate. He had ships out there. They was they was gathering up some goods that maybe wasn't theirs from time to time. Well, them Lafitte brothers, they knew all about New Orleans and that area down there. They told Andrew Jackson how to fight it. They gave Andrew Jackson cannons and powder and everything else. Told him where the best place to stay up was and everything. Because them, even though that battle was after the end of the war, he'd have got his butt kicked good. And so he'd have got a lot of people killed. But he didn't get many of his killed thanks to the Lafitte's. And the British got quite a few killed. So anyhow, there was this thing called the Indian Removal Act. Because people had discovered gold down there in Georgia and Tennessee and a couple other places that those 5 tribes down there. So Andrew Jackson arranged to have this Crockett feller out of town when this came up for a vote in Congress. So Crockett couldn't get back to talk against it and to get it shut down. They passed this Indian Removal Act that led to that Trail of Tears stuff that you can read about in history. If anybody can read anymore, stuff that ain't on one of these idiot boxes. Now, Crockett got upset about it, and he said, no, that ain't right, that you shouldn't have done that. He quit. He never ran for congressman again. I think he only served 2 terms. But anyway, now that guy was an American because he cared about his fellow man. They should have made states for those fellows, those Indians, instead of sticking them on reservations and stealing their land. It was all about the money, the gold and the good farm ground and the water and those kind of things. See? There's a theme there. It's always about the money. It's always about the power. Now we ought to have the way they set it up originally to elect a president. And we ought to. Them 2 parties we got are nothing but the most successful criminal organizations in the United States. They whip with mobs, they whipped everybody else out. So there's the blue and the red. Let's get a better box of crayons. Go read and see what liberty is. Take responsibility for your own actions. If you go down and get a school loan and you don't take them basket weaving courses, don't get a job afterwards, and you own $40,000, tough. You should have went and asked somebody that knew them college people and university big shots and that were crooks. They just wanted your money so they could live in their ivory towers. Think about it. I'm an American. I'm nobody's yes man. And I like people. And I love God. And I hope and I ask God to bless y'all. You have a good day. Talk to you later.